Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Sergino Dest in the Wonderkid watch. Formerly of Ajax, now at Barcelona. The right back USA international is quite a little startlet, I have to say. He's a player that you'd certainly look at last year on the game, maybe less so this year just because he's at Barcelona, so probably a bit more of a higher price tag, but looks very good, especially at this age, and certainly someone that can look to possibly improve as a perfectionist as well is always good to see. Now, he has moved to Barcelona for £19.5 million from Ajax recently, so can't imagine he's moving straight away, but a player that is very good, someone certainly to keep an eye on, and certainly to develop with the US national team, who's got a lot of young, good players in and around the squad. So we'll jump ahead, see where we're at 24 years old, and see where he was. Alright, so Fiorentina, that's where he's ended up. 26 caps now for the US. Stats are looking to improve, nothing spectacular, but still very well rounded with regards to kind of his abilities in tackling, passing, and as well as crossing. So someone that can certainly play that wing back role very comfortably there. Now, what's happened at Barcelona? So he obviously moved there for 19.5 million, but just didn't play. I don't know if that's maybe because of injury or what's gone on there, but they were not fussed on him at all. He played very well in the second division, but weren't happy and sold him to Fiorentina for 2 million with a massive loss. Wow, okay. Has he got injured? He had a major injury against Costa Rica for 5 weeks, but otherwise nothing too bad and nothing for him to miss out on like 4 years of football really before moving to Fiorentina. What about milestones wise? I mean, I can't imagine he would have necessarily won anything. He's won the Nations League and North American Gold Cup, and got his first international cap in 2019 for the USA. So he's doing well internationally, but for club level, it's kind of a bit of a loss, really. Maybe now he's going to come into his prime, come into his own, and hopefully a few more games at Fiorentina as he started to pick up those games. He'll be able to start to perform and develop a bit more. Wow, okay, so Sergino Dest is now at Red Bull Salzburg. He is a wanted man by West Brom, so he's not looking like he's hitting the heights that he possibly could have done. His stats have improved a lot since we last seen him, so his mentals have obviously grown. He's now 29 years old, so you'd expect that, but nothing spectacular. Still looking very good on his crossing and his kind of tackling and passing, so but a lot more of a attacking threat rather than a defensive fullback. Can play both sides as well, which is always good to have that bit of versatility going up and down the left and right hand side. Caps wise, 76 caps for the United States and 2 goals. Be interesting to see if he does manage to break into that century for the USA. But he did move on from Fiorentina. He did play a lot more for them than he did with Barca. Got sold to Napoli in the Serie A for 14 million. Did pretty well for them. So it looks like England's Everton came in with a 19.5 million pound bid, which was successful. Didn't perform too well, but managed to still get their money back and add a little extra on there when he moved to Red Bull Salzburg, who he's done pretty well with in the Austrian divisions. Bit of a maybe more his level, so he's still probably playing Champions League football, but nothing too impressive. Milestones wise, has he won anything club football wise? So he has won the North American Nations League again with the USA and has won the Austrian Premier Division with Red Bull Salzburg, which you'd probably expect as they're a club often fighting for that title. But he has finally won a trophy. Good to see for him, definitely. But we'll jump again and see if there is any further developments in his career and kind of what's next. Alright, so it looks like Sergino Dest has disappeared from the game, so he's not stuck around to make a career of football. We obviously saw that it ended up being 25 million to Red Bull Salzburg, but let's take a quick flick through, see if he did end up playing any more football for anyone else, or if it's a case that he did end up just retiring at Salzburg. Let's take a quick flick through, see if he's was sold anywhere. Doesn't look like he was, so if we possibly change that to release players. Christopher Clara, there he is. So he did end up retiring at Salzburg, so had a few more seasons with the club. I can imagine they possibly won a few more trophies. Let's take a quick look and see if they've won anything since then. So I mean, they've look at all those possible wins. Let's see competitions. So winners. Yeah, it looks like he will have won a few more trophies with them before retiring at the end there. But he obviously enjoyed his time at Salzburg, which isn't surprising considering him being able to have those opportunities of getting some trophies under his belt following not the best of times at his other clubs. But a bit of a journeyman, a bit more of a journeyman than we would normally expect. But interesting to see. Maybe you could do a bit better with him than what Barca did, especially at the start of the save that we saw there. But I hope you enjoyed. It was very interesting for me to see kind of where he's at. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything with regards to it. If you did, like, subscribe and all that good stuff. And I will catch you next time. Goodbye.